All right, what is going on, guys? It is Matt with Sith Bricks for a Wednesday evening party here. I'm going to be working on fixing this thing that I busted severely, as you guys saw on the live stream. So we're going to get going at it. See, hey, Devin's here. Let's see. Yep, got the mic on. No, we're doing the repairs right now, man. So, yep. So, all right. So let's go over what happened here. So you guys saw on the live stream that basically, so this thing had a nice top to it and everything, and I was getting ready to assemble the cons tower and put this together, and then I had to take a piece off of here to put one of the wings on, and then I broke a piece off, and then it fell into the destroyer, and then another piece came off, and before you know it, I was like, I almost had to bust this down to the 2x4s. Now, thankfully, I did get the piece out. So the piece that I was hunting for is this guy right here. So it's this I don't know, truck exhaust pipe. So this piece initially was on wrong. So that was on wrong. And I discovered it because when I went to try to put it on, it was sticking out like this instead of being flush on here like this. And actually, I had it backwards too, because it actually needed to be on. Let me do it right here. So it's tell you guys. So it was supposed to be on here like this. I actually somehow put it on backwards, and so it was sticking out. And then there, right there, you see the piece came off. So what the piece that actually came off during the stream was this one right here. And it took the truck piece with it. So I was like, oh boy, lucky me. So I actually fished the piece out, and I reinforced it. So I put this piece on right here, all right, to reinforce it. Actually, I'm going to move my camera down so it's easier for you guys to see. It's easier for me to talk with my hands. All right. So this piece wasn't on here right now. So I put that on to help reinforce it, because before that, this stuff would just break off so easy. I mean, look how flimsy this is. I'm it's like flapping in the breeze. But I put this piece on here, and I'm hoping, now it's still flappy, but this is no longer wobbly here. And see, I did it again. I put it on backwards again because my eyes don't want to do it right. All right. So this piece is on right here. So we got that going on right there. So we got all of the pieces done. All the wings are finally done. All right. We've got the back spine to the cons tower is done. All right. We've got this piece that thankfully came off okay. This wasn't too bad to get off. Wait, no. Oh, it's those wedgelets. I was like, why is there a loose piece in here? And it's these cute little wedgelets that just go right in here. So there we go. So wedgelet, got that put together. And then I had to pop this piece off here, which is where we're going to start the repair. And look, now I just found this piece on the ground. I don't know who it belongs to, but we're just going to leave it right up here with my others. So I had to put the bars back in here. You see the reinforcing bars to do this. So right here is where I was having the issues with everything. So I got to move all this stuff out of the way again. All right, get this all out of the way. Not drop it like I did earlier. Yeah, so to compound my problems even more, oops, hold on a second, I just hit something on my thing here. To make my problems even worse, I was taking this off, and I've got shaky hands, thanks Afghanistan, and this fell out of my hand and broke into like 9 pieces. And so I got this rebuilt, which was fairly straightforward, and I was really nervous how easy it was to rebuild this. So, but here's the part we're at now. All right, so this is the part where we go back to the beginning. So this part here has got to go on right here. All right, so going on right here. All right, now you can see that this piece isn't sticking out. It was flipped around, and you see how it sticks out? See how this side doesn't have anything sticking out? Well, neither does this one. So now I'm going to try to put this on, and hopefully it doesn't fall apart on me. You kind of have to like wiggle it on to the Technic studs right here. So we're going to see if we can't get this on. See, This is the issue I've been running into is every time I try to re-snap this back on, it just comes to pieces. So, and I tried playing with this earlier. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stand it up on its end. All right. Now we're going to bring the camera back up here so you guys can see it. All right. So we're going to stand it up on its end right here and see if I can put this on like this where it's not going to go to pieces on me. See, it's doing it again. I don't know what Mold King was thinking with all these single pieces. Every time I try to snap it on, it just comes apart on me. And so I'm going to try a couple more times, and if not, we're going to have to get out Lord Craggle. Well, it's doing it again. All right. Like, I don't want to do this. But we about to do this. Okay, I'm going to face it towards me, guys, to see if I can, like, if I'm just looking at it, if it's easier for me to do. All right. So I got it on there, but this piece right here started to split on me. And I really didn't like that. Oh, man, one of my lights already shut off. Are you kidding me? I'm going to have to get a cable for that so it doesn't shut off on me, or so it'll run more efficiently. So, all right. So I got this on here. So I'm going to swap out my lights real quick here because I cannot believe this one turned off on me already. I was on it for like maybe 20 minutes earlier, and it was working just fine. Now it's off. It's a bad thing about battery-powered items, guys, is sometimes they just die on you. All right. Got this back and going. Thanks to the two guys that are on and watching. I appreciate it. I know for some of my international friends, it's a little bit later for you all, and I get it, and I'm sorry. But you guys can wake up and watch it. So, all right. So I got this on, thankfully, and it looks like it's much better than it was last time. So we've got that fixed like this. Now, I just noticed something here. So I just noticed that I have a single stud that's bare right here. And the other side has it reinforced like that with the skeleton arm to prevent it from falling. So somewhere along the line, I lost a piece. Let's go into my extras here. See if I just can't find something. You know what? I'm going to get a little single stud out here. And we're just going to put this on right here. There we go. So that at least cleans up that stud hole right there. So you can see I put that single stud on there. Let me tell you, this is making me nervous as all get up, guys, because, you know, you bump it too hard and you start flapping in the breeze. All right. Now, let's see if we can put this thing back together without me borking it 7 ways to Sunday. Let me tell you, you guys saw what happened on Saturday. It was an absolute mess. Oh, my gosh. I had to get out my extra long set of needle nose pliers to fish it out of there. And let me tell you, I was like right about this area. And if it had centered itself down here in the bottom, it would have been over. I would have had to bust the whole thing open, and that would have been just a mess. And so, okay, yep, Devin, so you understand where I'm coming from. Oh, you saw the video, Devin. If you watched my Eclipse videos, you saw where I was up like 3/4 of the way down to the Eclipse, and I had to bust it all out to get the pieces that fell on there and fix the mess that was that back engine panel with getting those engines on and everything. That was an absolute mess. So, yeah. All right, here. Let's see what we can do here. I'll push these out of the way. I'm going to try to bring this just a touch closer, so this way you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Slides perfectly into my stand desk. Bring this over here so we get some good light on it. All right. There we go. Much better. All right. Now, let's try to put this thing together here and see what we got. So we got to put this big old panel on right now. Now, the trick is is you have to put the nose of I'm off camera. You have to put the nose of it down at an angle. All right. And then it'll kind of snap into place, but you got to go down at an angle. All right. So see, now it's down and in there. All right. Now make sure everything is good and lined up. Okay. Now the next thing we have to do is we have to take out these guys right here. So these guys have to come back out. Now, those things were amazing. I tell you what, I wish there was a way I could keep these in the ship. But as you guys can see here, it's sitting up a little bit at an angle. Now, with that being out, I can push down on this a little bit more, and it will seat itself properly and get more flush with everything. All right. So you kind of have to lift it up to get it to sit down. And then as you can see here, now it's a lot more flush. So that worked out really well there. All right. Now, I'm going to cheat right now. And I want to get these snapped on before I have to put this other cover on. So that way it works out well. But I need to look up in my manual here real quick to make sure I do this right. Oh, gosh. It's going to go reverse on me. Go figure. All right. Well, this won't take long. Okay, I got to make sure I have their sides facing out that need to face out. Okay, those are the facing out sides. Okay. It's so weird that my camera does. I have to go into the settings and fix that. So these are the facing out sides here. So this one goes on over here. Well, we're going to put the other one on first. So that just snapped into place. Let me tell you, you have to put so much delicate pressure on this. Ain't funny. Oh, hey, what's up, Maul? You built mini Monarch. All right, man. So these things are not on there sturdy at all. Like you could shake hands with it, you know. So it's just I don't know what happened there, but it happened. All right, so let's get this piece on here. Oh, man. I tell you guys, it is tough because you have to find the right amount of pressure to push down on. But see, I'm already nervous because this is already angled in so much. Oh, man. I mean, we're going to see. We're going to see if it fits here in a second. I don't like how that's angled in, to be honest with you, but we're going to find out here shortly. All right. So now that we've cheated ahead, we're going to put this piece on here. What I want to do is, and again, you have to put the front of it down. Now it's making me look like a liar. There we go. All right. So now we have the top cover on. And again, you always have to put them down like this and then kind of push it a little bit and then it'll fall flat and seat properly. All right. So now let's get this in. Let's see if this is actually going to go in. Okay. So as you can see, I have a nice little gap here because it's not going in all the way. Let me, well, actually, hold on a sec. Let me make sure where I'm at in my checklist. Yeah, it should go down. Okay, there is going to be a little bit of a gap there, but I think that's too much. It just doesn't feel like it's seated in there right. Okay, good. That moves up. I like that. Well, that's why. And see what happened? I pushed too hard on it, and I pulled the whole thing off. Son of a gun. Here, let's try this again. See, it's really hard as there's no spot for me to put my hand right here to grip this properly to get it to seat. Now I want to try something here while I have this other piece off. I want to make sure that this is actually seating down properly. Okay, so that is where it goes. That is just an ugly gap right there. Hold on a second. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's right. Ugly. I mean, it's big. Look, I get my whole finger in there. It's hard for you guys to tell, but it all goes in there. There's like, that thing. Okay. Yeah, that's about as far as it's going to go. That's going to probably be a mod right there to make this one length longer because having that gap is just ugly. So no, Amal. This is so I'm only on bag 21, so I still have to finish bag 21, which I may work on here a little bit with you guys. But I still have bag 22, so we're not done yet. All right, let's get this piece back on. Okay. So let's try not to break it again. Okay, now it's funny is now that I've got this top piece on right here, this piece does not want to seat properly because it should not be wobbling like this. It's not setting into the hole now. I'm going to see where it's catching at, if it's even catching at all. Okay, you know what? So this piece pulls off this. So I'm going to try to seat this on here. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, there's absolutely nothing catching this. There we go. Now it's finally seated into place. Man. Okay, so finally got it into place. Now, you can tell it's in place. It's hard for you guys to see, but this top part here is now flush. Now, let's put this back on and see that if it's any better. Well, the gap's a little bit better. I don't know what I just popped off. I popped off something. Oh, there it is. Ugh. Hey, it's a live stream. I dropped something on the floor because, it's what I do. All right. Oh, it's the scuba roller skate piece that popped off. Okay, now I cannot get my whole finger in there, okay? I can get a pinky in there a little bit up to my fingernail, but at least I can't get this big old sausage in there. So that's, all right, I can live with that. The gap is a little bit better. Finally into place, finally seated. Yeah. Whew. Man, I tell you what, guys, I thought I broke my shit. I'll be honest with you, man. I was worried as heck. All right. Now that we got this done, let's bring this back over to where it belongs. Get my light out of the way. I know it's not the greatest streaming setup, guys. I know you're tired of looking at me from weird angles. And I gotta suck it in. Ooh, dance around it. Whew, she's a big old girl. All right. We are caught up. Ta-da! Let's see. Oh, hey, what's up, Jalen? So, do I like Ray? All right. So, here we go. Sequel trilogy time. All right. So, I do not like the sequel trilogies at all. They were poorly written, and it comes through from the actors and the actresses. I mean, yes, I was really excited to see Palpatine on Rise of Skywalker. I thought they were going to like somehow manage to redeem the shit show that was the first two, and they totally didn't. I think the sequel trilogy suffers from bad writing. I mean, The Force Awakens was just a New Hope version 2.0. I mean, to the T, right down to the Death Star trench run, And then The Last Jedi, I think they wanted to be like Empire Strikes Back, but they fell so flat on their face it wasn't even funny. And then Rise of Skywalker was already a mess. Like the fan base was already pissed off. Yeah, sure, it pulled in $1 billion because everybody wanted to see if it was going to be fixed or not, and it wasn't. I like Daisy Ridley. I like John Boyega. I like Oscar Isaacson and Kelly Tran. And I like all the actors and actresses, especially my man Ian McDiarmid. So I'm still trying to hope he comes to the United States this year so I can get a signature from him. Actually, I'll probably get about $2,000 signed from him because I'm going to get a nice picture of my car taken with the Sidious license plate and he can sign it. But yeah, it was just so poorly written. It wasn't even funny. And there was way too much. The guy who directed it, the first and the third one, whatever his name was, there was too much of him trying to be goofy with stuff, I think, that really messed it up. So I like Daisy Ridley. I don't like Rey. She's supposed to be a Palpatine, but she was like another Mary Sue. So Minifigure Monday, guys. I recorded it. I uploaded it, and it is somehow not there. I tried to reload it up, and it says that the video already exists, and it's not letting me update another one. So I don't know what's happened. I put in a ticket with YouTube. We'll see what happens. It was 212 Troopers. I had two obscure 212 Troopers that I did a Minifigure Monday on, and so I don't know where they're at. Which I'm waiting to hear back from YouTube on that. So, yeah. I liked the Obi-Wan series. I thought Obi-Wan was great. Especially the scene where Darth Vader snapped the kid's neck. That is Darth Vader to a T. He will ice and kid if that's what it takes to get Obi-Wan to come out of hiding. He had no qualms about it. So you finally see Darth Vader at his raw power when he's willing to basically murder a family in front of the village and he kicked that kid's neck, So I thought that was really good. The Clone Wars is still by far and wide my favorite animated series, followed by, Rebels and Bad Batch are like the same for me. So I don't watch the Resistance or the Young Jedi stuff because I'm an adult. There's only so much, childish nonsense that Kathleen Kennedy comes up and shoves down my throat that I can tolerate on any given day. So, yeah. Some good things, though, from Star Wars. It looks like Boba Fett is going to be joining The Mandalorian Season 4, so that's going to be pretty cool. So he's going to finally cross over into the Mandalorian series, and hopefully he takes it over a little bit after The Mandalorian basically took over Book of Boba Fett. I hope Boba Fett gets back to bounty hunting. I really don't like the crime lord thing. That's not who he was. Again, this is me going back to my books. If you guys ever read the Star Wars books, the ones I showed you on a couple of Flashback Fridays ago, and I just realized I forgot it again. Holy Jesus. All right. I'm having issues. But there's actually several novels that take place after movies where you see Boba Fett still being a bounty hunter. And there's even one where he's going after Solo like 20 years later, trying to get him still, So I hope we get Boba Fett back to being Boba Fett bounty hunter in Slave One. It's called Slave One, mother effing Slave One. Okay. If that word hurts you, then bye-bye. It's a word. It's what the ship is called. He's a bounty hunter. He enslaves people and transports them. Get over it. So, all right. Okay, enough of my rant. So, all right, let's move this down here. All right. Got my trusty Tarkin card that keeps my bookmark. All right. Let's see where we're at in all this, because I know I got to a point and then I stopped because I borked myself. All right, let's see what Dad's got going on here. All right. Okay, let's see. Where did I stop at? Oh, okay. I see right where I stopped at. So I don't need this right now. Move it off to the side. Okay. We're going to go, guys, for about another 35, 45 minutes and then call it good. Because I have to go be a dad still, and I got to get kids ready for bed and whatnot. So, yeah, I can't believe I just now dawned on me that I forgot Flashback Friday again. Like, I don't know what it is. That's 2 weeks in a row now I've missed Flashback Friday, and I can't believe it. It's like, I'm better than this. So, this is, the not exciting part, guys, where you get to see me pulling pieces. I got so many little guys over here I got to pull from. Let's see. Need 2 of those. 2 1x3s. There's a lot of cover pieces in this one, guys. You're about to see, let's see, 1, 2 of those. You're going to see them here in a second. Lots of cover pieces. And, I cooked dinner tonight. I made carbonara in my nice white shirt, and I didn't even get it dirty, so I'm calling it a win for the day. After this, I'm going to pour myself a nice glass of tequila and relax. All right. So I'll show you guys what I was just pulling up here. So had to get all that pulled down. So on how to build my minifigure stand, yeah, I was thinking about it. I was actually thinking about like sourcing the bricks, like per se, like actually logging the design on like a mock brick link, and then seeing if people would buy it. So, all right. Let's see. All right. Getting to do some of the fun stuff, the detail work. Okay, let's see here. There's that. I always get excited when this, like a plate like this goes in. This one connects 4 different studs and reinforces it. So this used to be flimsy, and now it's nice and solid, all thanks to this one 2x2 tile right here. Yeah. I just lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was saying. So there we go. There's that piece done right there. I think, yep, we still got more to do. So I need this. I need 2, 3. All right. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, well, Devin, I'm sorry to keep you waiting, man, but I started it at 7 and I'm glad you were waiting for me, buddy. But I had to cook dinner and do dad things first, the dishes. Well, me and my boys do the dishes. We all do it together. I made a carbonara tonight, so that was really yummy. So, and I cooked it with I fried up some chicken like Italian style, and it turned out to be really, really, really good. 2, 5 of those. Okay. All right, time to do some work on the underside here. All right. Okay. First, I have to put 2 of these together. Snap these on here like this. And I'm going to put over here, over here. Okay. All right, very interesting. So I just concocted this little guy right here with these little pieces like this. And so, yeah, interesting. Let's see how this goes on here. Okay. Go on like that. Yes, it does. All right, so now we got this on here, and we get a pivot piece like this, which can be good or bad, as you know. These need to be reinforced somehow, because I can see already that they're going to be fun to deal with. Because one of them, they're already like loose on the bottom because of the pressure you can put right there. So we'll see what happens. All right. Need 3 more of these. Okay. Okay. All right. So that's kind of an interesting piece of cover work right there. We put these covers on here, here, and here. So there you go. Yeah, Han Solo movie was trash. It was garbage. Because again, like I said in Flashback Friday a couple weeks ago, there's a tried and true story about how Han met Chewie on Kashyyyk, and instead they went to I don't know what planet with the Mud Troopers. And I was like, oh my goodness. All they had to do was follow the source material. And that movie would have made a couple billion at the box office. But Kathleen Kennedy went rogue on us again, and you see what happens. Okay. There you go. I needed this piece. Bring the cons tower back. Okay, I need it facing this side, so it's going to go over here. All right, so this is the picture that they give me here, something like this to put it together. As you guys can see, this is where sometimes it can be a real challenge, as I just knock my Emperor card completely off. That's the picture they give me right there. I have to figure out how to mount this up so it looks like that. And that's where sometimes it's a struggle with Mold King, because like, here's how you should mount it, but you don't actually, it should show the obverse, like it should show you like this side here and where it goes. So now we get to play a game called Winging It. And I have to see, okay, I think that's where it goes. Okay, so it's going to go right here where you see this gray piece right here. It's going to hook right on that right there. So I had to lift this up a little bit, I think, so I can mount it properly, and then I can push it down into place. Yeah. Okay. So it's mounted there, but it doesn't want to stay because you can see the gap right there where it got attached, and then this piece just came off. I have no idea where that came off of either. Okay, now I've got to pull this back off because now I've got a piece off. I have no idea. Okay. Let me check, guys. Sorry, I've got a piece that just popped off on me here. So came off the bottom. Okay. Hey, Micah.
So Leah's here to play. Can I play with her?
Yeah, you can go outside and play.
Yeah.
Just stay around the house, okay? All right. No, it couldn't have come from there. See, this is the trouble of it sometimes. Ugh. I thought I had it in the right spot. I didn't. And see, now this piece has come off, and now I need to back up to make sure that it's on right. All right, give me a second here, guys. Oh, okay. I see. It was actually on here. Okay. So this was all one piece right here that just kind of popped off. And I just got to get this back on. Okay, so that was a piece that came off right there, that grate and that piece right there. Thanks, Devin. I appreciate it. All right. Now, let me try this again. Okay, make sure I get it on the right side. Okay, it's on this side. It goes underneath here. So here's the problem, guys. So I cannot squeeze this any harder without like completely snapping this. So I'm gonna, but it's not on there at all. And so I am wondering, no. See, I'm almost wondering if I have to take this off completely like this. I just pulled that off. Let me try it this way. You see, even me putting it on like over here, snapped it on. Now, let me see if I can actually get this piece to cooperate with it this way. Man, that's the technique right there, guys. That was so much easier to do, to snap this assembly off, mount it, and then put the plate on it. That's the pro move right there. Because this snapped up so easily and it's on there nice and tight. Well, it's going to have a little bit of wiggle room because it's a pivot piece. But as you can see, this piece is on nice and tight now. So, pro move right there. So the cons tower is coming along slowly. Very slowly. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. Let's see, I need this. I need a 6. I need a 1x3. There we go. All right. Hey, guys. So thanks, everybody that's dropped in. I appreciate it. I'm continuing to work on Monarch. For those that have just joined us, I have fixed the warship. We now are where we are supposed to be as far as having this all built up properly and put on. So that's right. And like I said, I'm going to build for about another 20, 30 minutes, guys. And then I got to go do dad stuff. So, because I love you guys, but kids are the priority. Those who have kids totally understand that. There you go. And to be honest, I'm thinking about ordering a whole bunch of these and just having them in case. So I'm half tempted to drop my Venator down the stairs and just start over from scratch and using a whole bunch of these to reinforce it and put it together. I'm not even close to lying. Because I kind of get angry when I look at my Venator now. And there we go. Yeah. Does the Venator strikes back again? You ain't lying, man. Me and that Venator, I have a salty relationship with it. There's just so much that I want to do. And who knows? Maybe I will break it down one day and try to fix it and make it better again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's so much on this one. All these little guys. Got to source them for this one part here. About to go whoop my dog's butts because they won't stop barking at stuff. Oh. Let's see here. All right. Now let's put this one together. We got all these pieces here to put on. Let's do it. Let me make sure I got this oriented properly. Yep. Like I said, I've got to build obversely. All right. Okay, sorry, just making sure I did this right. Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them, right? Well, yeah, that's me right now with my eyes. There we go. That's what we got that done. What type of dogs do I have? I've got a pit bull, and then I've got my ex's dog because she doesn't have a place for him. He's a little Chihuahua mix thing. He's about 8 pounds soaking wet, and he thinks he's the baddest dog around. But I take poops bigger than him every day, so he learns his place real quick. So, and my pit bull, she's my baby. So she's a good dog. She just thinks that everything that moves needs to be barked at a lot, and it's like, would you stop? It's like, she's like she's having Vietnam flashbacks or something. I mean, I think you guys have seen Zan on a couple of my streams. My pit bull, she likes to jump up on my lap while I'm doing it. So, all right, let's see here. Okay, now I got to make the under thing again for it. Let's see. Blue and a black. 2, 5, and 2 of these. All right. There's a retired officer in the Navy. Okay, that's awesome, man. All right. Do you know what he did in the Navy? All right, get these guys on. All right. Now, only I would have the luck that they're on at a weird angle. Like, how does that even happen? Oh, okay, I see how it's happening. Only I could have that kind of luck. All right. We're going to bring this over here. This goes on the bottom of this side here. So again, we're going to snap this on first. Okay. All right, so you see, snap that on, get these pieces pulled up, and again, it's on there nice and flush and easy to do. So, okay, just figured I'd ask, see if he knew what he did. So. Now, I always like putting on the pieces, the first set of pieces first, because I have a lot of push points from here to push everything you see. Now, when I put these top covers on, I don't know if I'm going to have the same amount of leverage to push them down and get them to seat properly. But as you can see, the bottom is now done and decorated. Again, it should be symmetrical, but it's not. But then again, the detail is great, so I can live with it. But it's just like when I was like, come on, Mold King, make it symmetrical. All right, thanks, buddy. Well, I got 6 likes up there, man. So we're good, dude. Thank you, Devin. I appreciate you thinking of me. So, not tonight, Levi. I'm only on bag 21. I still got bag 22 to do. So we are not done yet, buddy. But we're getting there. But I am going to start doing, Levi, some weekday stuff during the summer only while my kids are, they're home. Um, it's just easier for me to do it when they're out because they can entertain themselves upstairs. I don't have to sit there and do homework with them and whatnot. So I'm only going to go for about another 10, 15 minutes. Unless my dogs don't calm down, I'm going to go up there and just have an adult conversation with them. Okay, this one. Okay. There you go. So let's see. Yeah, the UCS dogs. Well, normally I have my front door closed, but one of my kids are outside, so I always say to leave my front door open when my kids are outside. Um, it's just something that I do, and so um, yeah, the dogs they're just being dogs. I mean, it drives me crazy. They know better than that. Go up there and I'll have an adult conversation with them, and they'll be fine in the morning. Dogs are like toddlers. Okay, so again, we're doing this build. Oh, there goes my other light. Yeah, we're doing this build, and everything is not really all that secured. It's only being held together by a few things here, and it's already like just me trying to put it together. It's falling apart on me. All right, so yeah, we'll go about another till the top of the hour, guys. Then we'll call it good. Let's see. Oh. All right, let's see. Hopefully this shores it up a little bit. Yeah, I think this one. Need this here. Oh no, I need an actual cover piece, not that one. Yeah, we're getting there slowly. So, yeah, you're right, Devin. Dogs do that. Okay, all these little pieces right here. Okay. Let's see. I knew that was going to happen. Man, this piece is so flimsy. Like barely being held together by like snot and bad ideas. And you got this little piece here trying to hold it all together. Okay, this has to be one of the flimsiest things I've ever put together. I sure as hell hope that it's got some reinforcement coming on, because that thing's being held together by a wing and a prayer. Oh, good, man. Devin, enjoy your walker, man. That's going to be so much fun for you, man. I'm really excited that you get to build that, buddy. Okay, let's flip this over. Okay. Oh, good. There is reinforcement coming for it. Finally, that piece right there shored it all up. Now this thing isn't flimsy anymore. Holy cow. So, yeah, I'm sure it will, Levi. But, man, I tell you what, you know how it is when you're trying to get this stuff done and on there. It's like, would you give me a break? You know, I'd like to buy an easy bag. Okay. Bring the cons tower over. Okay. It's going to go on this side. Hold on a second. Maybe, nope. Goes on this side. Yeah, it was on the right side. I'm going to watch this. This piece is going to pop off once I snap it onto the ball joint. Oh, it came close. Okay. It almost came off. As a matter of fact, it wants to. I'm going to push it back on it. But again, you guys can see here, you got this whole row of pieces. Let me angle this. That are just sticking up like this with no reinforcement at all. So if you just flick it hard enough, you can just plink all these off. Or I could just turn them around and just flick them off like this at the camera. So, but you can see it does line up well. It does like help close up the back half, because this is the back half of the cons tower here. So there's that. All right. Okay, we're at a good stopping point here, guys. I got to go upstairs and get my dogs, too, before they break through my glass. So, all right. Man, that was a lot of fun, guys. It was good hanging out with you guys for an hour, being able to build. Thanks for everybody that jumped on. I know it was kind of a last-minute thing. I'm going to hopefully find out about what's going on with my Minifigure Monday video that's still sitting in limbo at YouTube. And I swear this week I'll remember a Flashback Friday. I don't know what is the last 2 weeks. I've completely brain dumped it. So thanks again for everybody that stopped by, and we will see you this Saturday. Yes, we're going to be streaming again live this Saturday. So we'll see you guys this Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern on Sith Bricks.